Welcome to SPUFcast. My name is Doug. This is my friend Paul. Uh,
I've played TF2.
he's played TF2, unlike the other two normal co-hosts, which are both dead. They'll be coming back to life next podcast, hopefully. But seeing as they both live in foreign, mysterious countries, they can't show up very often right now until they're out of school. So, anyways, hi Paul. What do you think of TF2?
I've played it.
Here we have it, folks. I've played it. Anyways, seriously, in super news, uh, Poker Night 2, you've played it. I've played it. It's got a lot to do with TF2. What do
I
you?
saw that it updated.
Yeah, it did update. I was trying to figure out what that is. What is it? Tell me.
I don't know. There are no patch notes.
Hopefully it fixes the you can't skip the like weird cutscenes that only Claptrap seems to have. Because he's the person I would least want to hear.
Let's see. There are no patch notes yet. I just checked again.
Like, but have you noticed that? Like, it's the most. I don't think I'd get that frustrated if it was Sam or someone, but because it's Claptrap, and because I know the end of that cutscene is going to be him saying boobies, which is the least funny thing possible.
The only one I ever get is where he asks Sam the questions. It's the only one I've ever been able to listen to.
Really, you haven't gotten the one where you like get stuck in the audio loop, and at the end he just goes boobies, and it's really not funny.
I've heard the ba 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 ba.
Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, it ends in him saying boobies, and like it lasts like a minute and a half. It's really dumb.
And you're not allowed to play it all during that time?
No, not at all.
Great.
Which is, by the way, here's a tip for everyone who's playing that game: use a theme table that's not Borderland themed, like theme all of them, because then they won't talk about themselves as much. So if you do the Sam Max one, I think all of the cutscenes are the ones you can play through, which is nice. And also they talk about a franchise I care about. Unlike, I mean, like Evil Dead seems like it's cool, but like they didn't get like I think he did a good job, but I understand. I think that at first I had a hard time understanding why people were kind of upset about the fact that it wasn't Bruce Campbell, but I think that even though I like all of the voice actors that Sam and Max have had, if like someone else's voice was coming out of him in this game, like how they were in the Sonic Racing game with the TF2 characters, like if it just sounded nothing like him, I think I'd be a little bit frustrated too.
Yeah. I've never watched the movie, so I don't know what his. I've seen clips of this, so I kind of know what his voice sounds like. And, to somebody who's kind of an outsider to the fandom, I guess, or the series in general, it sounds okay, but.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job voice acting. I don't know if did a good job voice acting Ash. I can't say.
Yeah.
I think that I was kind of excited to have Claptrap in there because, like, I'm like, oh, Claptrap, I know him. I like the games he's in. But then I realized I like Claptrap.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I like what happens to Claptrap sometimes.
I like that he dies.
I don't think I like Claptrap.
I like that Max kills him, kind of.
In which scenario does he do that?
When he gives him a wet willy, like he shorts out.
Oh yeah.
He's back in the background later, but it's a little bit satisfying. And I was reading a review somewhere of it where someone said that they didn't think that GLaDOS was very well written, and I kind of saw that, like in the sense that they were saying that she's a lot more overt with her insults and with her threats, where she like straight up tells you.
She's a little one-dimensional, but that's to be expected from the nature of the game she's in.
Yeah, but
like there's obviously no character development that can go on.
Well, it's not character development, but so much as they're saying that in the two Portal games she doesn't, and I kind of agree with this. In the two Portal games, like her threats and insults aren't really direct, But like in the game, she'll straight up tell you to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like so it seems like a lot of what they got out of it is like GLaDOS is mean, and so like, and that's kind of what they're characterized as, and like it's nice to hear Ellen McLean's voice again, because we're probably not going to get another Portal game for a while, if at all, and so that's cool, and it was cool to hear them sing like the Sam Max Hit the Road and stuff. That was really cool, I thought. It took me a while to pick up on what they were singing. And so I was like, wait.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's
when all the different characters start singing the song.
Yeah, that's the theme to Sam and Max Hit the Road.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Speaking of Sam and Max, I found this out the other day, and I was really excited, and I text people about this. This is getting a little bit off topic TF2, I'm sorry, but this is still Poker Night related. Steve Purcell did the art and animation for Monkey Island.
You gotta tell me who that is.
Inventor of Sam and Max.
Oh, John, Sam, and Max.
John Sam and Max, inventor of... No, Steve Purcell is the guy that he did all the comics for Sam and Max, and
Yeah.
he's the creator of Sam and Max, and
All right.
that's really cool. He did that. He was a writer for Cars.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a weird fact. What was he? Oh, Brave. He wrote Brave.
Oh, now I want to see that movie even
Yeah,
more.
kinda.
I never got a chance to watch that.
Yeah, neither did I. But anyways, that's not related to TF2.
Yeah.
Okay, so, going from the marginal related to TF2 to directly related to TF2, we also have... there's this update coming up tomorrow, according to schedule, even though I'm a little bit wary of that, because it is a Tuesday, and also, even though they scheduled it for that day and said it's coming that day, it is TF2, so we'll see.
Now, I assume that by scheduled you mean it was sent out to server operators?
Yes, and they already delayed it once, by
Alright.
a week or so, I think, or maybe 2 weeks. So this is the delayed date, is the 30th. So hopefully it does come out tomorrow. What do you think is going to be in it? Do you think? I mean, we got the robo crates. We're probably going to get something stupid, like some stupid hat where you put a robot on top of your head or something. And I mean, we have we got like a bunch of speculation material. We got the whatever valley, the one hidden page. There's on the one blog post.
Oh, I swear I remember this, but you're gonna have to refresh me.
Refresh you?
My memory. There, fine, you jerk.
All right, so anyways, remember on the April 1st blog post where like they had the Reddit hats or whatever
The Reddit
that
hats,
everyone's
yeah.
pooping about, and if you click the period at the end, remember the page came up and it was like the catalog or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, where they had the thing about, and we talked about this on the last episode, where they had the thing about you could disguise as dispensers.
Okay, the dispenser thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which is something that is I don't think a lot of people remembered this, but that was a few months ago. That was a coding that was found in the game, or like an attribute that was found in the game that was not
an attribute for
a weapon.
Yeah.
So it's not like just some silly thing that was there. That's something that's come up before. So that'd be cool if we got a new disguise kit. Do you think it's gonna be a new disguise kit or a new knife, or that would do that, or what?
For some reason, I was thinking. I guess this doesn't make any sense. I would assumed it was a watch, but that's crouch. It's crouched to become. Dispenser. So I guess that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, the disguise kit does have its own slot, and it hasn't been used. So. Did
they open that up to? Can you see that in the menu? I don't remember.
You can see it in the menu. You can't name it or anything though.
All right.
I can't remember. Maybe you can. I really don't remember. I don't think you can though. It would be pointless though, because I'm pretty sure people can't see you holding a disguise kit.
Yeah.
And you getting in TF2 in the middle of recording it?
I was gonna check.
What's wrong with you?
Continue.
Fuck you. Alright, so anyways. We were being relatively professional so far, and look what you've done. Anyway. Jackass.
You cannot. You are completely correct.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, you can't name it. Alright, it won't come up if you select to show the stock items.
It does come up. It's grayed out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Same with the PDA.
Speaking of naming things, going off the topic because I forgot what the topic was. All of the names have disappeared if you were in Steam Pipe. I don't know if the name tags got erased or if
I heard that. I heard several people were complaining that they're all gone.
Yeah, including mine. I don't know if I kind of hope they're erased, if only because that means that the solution will be to give me a lot of name tags. Which means I'll get to rename all the things that I named unfunny dumb things.
I don't know whether I'm glad or really disappointed that I lost my tux. Name tag.
For those who aren't in the know, Paul, who is someone I've brought up before on the forums, I don't think you guys believe me he existed. He named, from my suggestion, I didn't know what he was naming or that he was naming anything, but from my suggestion, he named his tux Chuck E. Cheese Choose a Chode. Which was unfortunate because no one's gonna see it. No, you don't see it. That's why I don't name most of my. Oh my God,
Cosmetics.
Super Dave isn't named anymore.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Well, at least you know which one he is because he's vintage.
Yeah, I have a vintage brain slug that I got drunk like 2 years ago and named Super Dave, and it's been a mystery forever. I don't know why he's named that. Or it was. Thanks, Valve.
Well, I wonder if. Do you think they're just gonna hand out name tags?
Well, I don't know if it's that or if it's just we can't see the names. I'm not sure which is the problem. If they got erased or if we just can't see them.
Well, if they did get erased, do you think Valve will just kind of fling name tags at us, or do you think we're just gonna have to get those on our own?
I would figure, if only because that would. Unlike when some people get their decals erased and stuff, it's, in which it's kind of their fault because normally they get reported or whatever.
Yeah.
I would figure, especially because this would be something that happened, because there's only 3 things you can decal, but like there's a lot of things you can name tag. So this would be like kind of like taking people's money in mass,
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure that at the very least hundreds of dollars have been spent on name tags.
Yeah.
If not way more.
It's more than hundreds of dollars, dude. Especially over how long they've been out, I mean, but do you think they'd have a way of detecting how many got deleted or whatever?
They could just send out everyone who bought a name tag a new one.
One new name tag.
Well, I mean, for every name tag they purchased, at least.
I mean, what about people that traded for name tags? It's a lot of. Can they tell if someone has used? I
don't know. Valve tracks a lot of things. I'm not exactly sure how much.
But I mean, if the information of what their names were in the first place got erased, would they still have the information of how many things were named?
That's a good question.
But I don't know. It'd be cool to get a pile of name tags. I mean, I'd like to. Yeah. I'd have to rename Muscle.dog as well. As much as I hate that hat, a very good friend of mine gifted me a hat that is a whoopee cap, and it's really ugly. And she named it Muscle.dog, so I can't get rid of it. So I have a few items in my backpack that I consistently, whenever I'm crafting things, I'm like, oh, there's this. Here's this pile of junk. Why haven't I crafted it? Oh, fuck. It's something that I got from Curry.
Oops, it's stuck.
I can't craft Muscle.dog ever. So there's that. But anyways, going back to the speculation for the update, we had the we had the dispenser thing, and also I forgot about this until the other day. In one of the previews for the Oculus Rift on TF2, the demo man was wearing
the third item, the misc.
Well, there's a third item, is whatever, but then there's also the Moe head. I hope the Moe head's I hope that's a weapon. I really hope it's a weapon.
Well, it was on his back, wasn't it?
Yeah. But there's weapons that are on your back.
Are there weapons that like visibly get stashed on you when you?
Well, Darwin's danger shield and the.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but you don't really pull it out.
Well, no one said you pulled it out.
Oh, you're suggesting it might be like the Darwin's danger shield and the cozy camper and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a passive.
Okay.
Only hope it's one that's cool and not dumb.
Oh, what could it possibly be though?
I don't know. This is where we get.
Demo Man already has quite a few He has quite a few like damage, defense.
Yeah. And
buff items.
And I mean, it would have been a secondary because it couldn't be because you can't have a passive melee, and he was holding a grenade launcher in the preview. It's a mystery.
How long has Valve been hinting at us now that they're going to add the third misc?
I'm not sure if that's entirely true. Because first off, I think that they were basing it. They were saying that the Moai head is a misc in saying that it was going to be a third misc.
You know what? Recently what I've seen of evidence that people are saying the third misc has been that, and I assumed that was a misc, like you said.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the possibility that it was a melee, and also some like promotional art that featured 3 miscs, and I
Yeah.
don't know if that counts at all. Now that I think about it.
Well, I think that if Steam Pipe makes it not break the game again, if you had the third misc, then that's fine by me.
Yeah.
I think they might want to tighten up like the restrictions a little bit, just so you can't have. I mean, I guess if I really want to put like a fourth,
now why would you want that?
if I want to put a fourth thing on my heavy's butt, I already have a knife and a penguin and a canteen. I can find a fourth thing to put on his butt, and that would be cool.
Well, you could only put 3 things on if they added a new slot, right?
Well, the canteen's a fourth. That's not a.
Oh, the canteen's an action. You're right.
Action slot thing.
Wow.
So the butt, like magnetized butt. But I don't know. Like it would be a little bit cool, just because there's. It's not ever a big deal to me, but there are some classes where I have items that I just like never take off, and that.
I know Spy would probably get a bunch of new cool combinations from that.
Yeah, the Spy, and then Pyro, I never take off the ghost head, and.
Yeah. So there's some like body miscs and stuff that you might.
Yeah, and Scout and Demo, I don't really take off the tennis shoes. Wow, it's from like my favorite game on Steam, and I can't remember the name. The Buck Turner All Stars. Yeah, well, I know what it's from. I mean, I couldn't remember the name of the item.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Buck Turner All Stars. Even I took them off briefly for the long fall boots, but it's a cool idea. Get them on your own, you giant baby. You still haven't gotten them?
I've played Poker Night pretty briefly so far. I got Sam's hat, and then I kind of quit for now.
Good job.
I'll finish it.
Yeah.
But oh, you were going somewhere with that.
No, I just said yeah, okay. I was making fun of you.
No, before I said that. Before I said give them to me.
Oh, right. I was just saying because I just briefly put them on, instead of the shoes.
Yeah.
They're not nearly as nice looking, and they, I think that I like some promos because it's nice to be able to say you're a fan of the game, which makes it a little bit frustrating that the big kill didn't come out with Poker Night, just because I'm a very big Sam Max fan.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I guess. Not only is it difficult to get that in the Max's head, but also you kind of look like a jerk now when you use those things. Just because it looks like you're trying to show off instead of being like, hey, I like this thing. But like,
which is kind of the reason I think there's a little bit of a stigma against Bill's hat for some people.
Yeah, but then again, like with Portal items and Bill's hat, it is kind of more that, because like if you have Team Fortress 2, there's a really good chance you already played Portal and left.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But Sam and Max not so much.
Yeah, Sam and Max not so much. Yeah. So much so that is like a weird fear I have, being judged by other people, like being like, no, you're a traitor, douche. Like I had I think it was a dream that I just a thought I had the other day where people were getting really mad at me for having a big kill. And I was like, no, I actually like Sam Max. And I ran to the other room and got like the comics and be like, see, I have the comics. Like,
shove them into your monitor.
Yeah. I think they may have been accusing me in person.
They came to your house.
I guess. Like there was a bunch of screaming 15-year-olds. Like, you traitor! You made keys go up. I don't know how currency works!
Metal. That's a thing.
That's a thing. I'm very controversial. That's another thing we need to talk about here. This is a very serious topic. Super serious. If you print money, it's gonna be worth less. And I do think that keys have been going up a little bit because they've been going up a little bit in money, in actual money too. Like, but they're still like 140, which is not bad at all.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, are they 140 on the black market or on the Steam market?
they're not 140. They're like 245 on the Steam markets.
Oh, I haven't visited it in a while.
Remember because you and I were selling some keys there for a lot less.
Oh, I got the Russian man very angry.
Yeah, Paul here got like the Russian mafia really mad at him. 'Cause he was selling keys on the Steam market for like $1 less than everyone because he was trying to buy. It was when Sonic Racing came out, and so he was trying to buy it so he could play with all of us. And so he was selling his keys for a lot less just so he could effectively get a free game. And so some Russian people added him and were like getting really mad at him for underselling them.
If only I had kept those messages, they were pretty great.
They were
I had to Google Translate them, but I got the gist of it.
No, you didn't. It took us like 10 minutes to know what he was saying because when we Google translated it, it was like a mystery sentence. It was like, "You under key, bitch."
I do remember the bitch part.
Yeah, Paul got called a bitch by the Russian mafia. That's the gist of this story.
I didn't even think about it until now, but now you have put this idea in my head that I actually like personally infuriated the actual Russian mafia.
Well, I mean, that sounds like a joke, and it probably is a joke. But
Yeah.
last episode we were talking about how the Russian mafia is actually involved in TF2, like, what's the word for it? Money something.
Laundering.
Yeah, money laundering. That's it.
Which I remember discussing with people in the past that like that's why Valve would never allow you to like sell your items for PayPal money on the Steam market.
Yeah.
Because I imagined that would make that all too easy.
They would just launder money. So I don't know if that's either the stupidest idea or the best idea, because it's something that is like if you call the police and be like, the Russian mafia are in my TF2 game, like what are they gonna do? You know. But secondly,
they're trading in illegal rabbit heads.
Yeah. Like how? But then again, how seriously are you going to be taken as a mafia? Like you better pay up, or else we're gonna fish your account. We're gonna get your trade banned.
Mob boss with his like laptop at his desk, and he's just
mob boss at his computer.
Mob boss at his computer.
Oh. So, anyways, talking about real stuff again because we got distracted. At least what I see is that like if you there's an infinite free supply of metal, and there's only more of it, and so there needs to be something, and it's pretty much used entirely just for the key market anymore.
Yeah. Do you think we need like a new axe?
A new use for it. Maybe not an axe, but maybe a new use for it that people actually.
Well, you know what I mean. Like another event that requires metal.
Yeah, sure. I mean, either an event or because an event's limited, so that might work, but it wouldn't. It would.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a permanent solution by any means. I don't know that you can create a permanent solution, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a little bit hard to think of. And some people are like, make it so you can craft unusuals, which is like, I mean, there's multiple reasons that's dumb. First off, do you really want to live in a world where every single person on the server has an unusual hat?
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
No, maybe I think it'd be pretty great to
run at one.
See about a billion particle effects in every direction.
Run at 1 frame per second. I can't wait. Are there like people are saying like maybe have exclusive unusuals effects for that kind of thing, which is like same problem though actually.
Yeah,
It doesn't-
same problem with the. I don't know that it would slow some people's computers down. When you said crafting unusuals, I thought you meant crafting away
crafting
unusuals, but
two
I
together. I'm sure someone's made that mistake.
yeah.
But uh, like I don't know, or like crafting strange weapons. But the thing is that like people are like, oh, they, I'm gonna break the economy. But the fact of the matter is that it's not so much like caring about traders as caring about people who have spent money on something, attempting to get something, and then devalue.
Peop
Like
yeah,
basically, kind of. I mean, I know there's a lot of instances where it's like people that are just like really rich and they've like use
yeah,
money to directly buy it via PayPal from other people. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that have unboxed stuff, that are like, oh
yeah,
wow, this is cool.
yeah.
I have a friend that is not a trader at all that has unboxed two entire unusuals, which is two more than I have. And like he he's a really nice guy, and I think I'd feel. Or I have a friend, same thing. He dropped a diary, and he also has a strange crit streak. I don't know how he got those, but I don't remember. But anyways, like,
He uncrated his crit streak.
did he?
Yes.
Did he drop the crate?
No, I don't believe so.
I think he might have.
Hmm.
Just because how else would he get? Because neither of these people have money. Nor do
Well,
I.
it's not really important, but
No, I mean, no, my point was being, it's a little bit important just because my point is that like neither of them are rich trader or rich in real money or in trading, and they just managed to get
yeah,
things. And then like if you did stuff like that, it would kind of like you know devalue stuff that people have put money into the game to get.
yeah, that would be legitimately frustrating.
That'd be frustrating for more people than just traders. And maybe I'm biased because I got stuff, So like,
Yeah,
so it's hard for me to give a unbiased. And I could see why people that have unboxed a bunch of stuff and got nothing is that'd be really frustrating. I've just gotten really lucky. So
yeah. I have had a total of two unusuals ever, and neither of them have been worth like a ton. But I imagine that if they had suddenly dropped in a value very suddenly, I would be legitimately distressed.
yeah, I mean, there's people that I remember. I got my first one. It was really crappy, but it was like oh man, I got an unusual. It's kind of cool to have something that not. I mean, a lot of the people have unusuals, but a lot of people don't have your specific one, which is cool. But then if you can make it, if you ended up making it a lot easier, to get them, you know, even if like it would be like, oh, then now there's like genuine unusuals or whatever, which would be really fucking stupid, by the way. Um,
Yeah,
Even if it was like that, it would kind of get rid of a lot of the reason to want an unusual, I guess. So
it would be less fun.
it'd be less fun, and I would think it would make less people uncrate in the first place. Um,
It would generally be a little bit scummy on Valve's part, I think.
I mean,
'Cause-
they would be screwing over some people that are scummy in the first place, but then they'd also be screwing over a lot of people that I
yeah,
think are not.
yeah.
I'd like to think I'm not scummy. Uh, Not for the most part. I, I kind of, I kind of sharked Paul's brother like 2 years ago, but I didn't really know at the time. All right. All I knew was that I had an unusual that was one of a kind, and so I assumed it was worth a lot. I guess it wasn't. Oops. But to be fair, he and I were on the same like level of understanding about this.
Yeah, that was true.
Like we both believed at the time that it was worth something, and so it was like, oh, okay, whatever. And I kind of feel bad about it, but it was also like a few years ago, and he made it worse by being very bad at. What did he trade it for?
$30 worth of Steam games.
I guess that's. But they were like dumb games. Didn't we get like Vegas Make It Big?
No, he got Vegas Make It Big from the Steam gift drop. Probably the only game that isn't Bad Rats that would entertain me that much.
Yeah. What a dumb game. Has he ever played it?
He played it for about an hour.
Was it funny?
Cars drove by without moving their wheels.
It sounds like he made it big. Oh man, I really hope they do that again this Christmas, just because
That would be really fun.
that was really funny. I hope they're all bad games to give away though. I want to end up having like 5 copies of Secret of the Magic Crystal. But anyways, do you have any ideas for what you could do with metal?
Oh man. I would like to see maybe being able to craft. Do you think it would be just as unfair if they did it with salvage crates, and not unusuals, with just like an obscene amount of metal?
Again, I think I'm biased there. I think a little bit. Well,
you and me have both paid a lot of money for salvage crates before.
Yeah. I don't think it would be a huge deal, but then again, wouldn't that defeat the purpose of salvage crates existing?
Well, you've got to remember that salvage crates only last for a certain amount of time.
Kinda, but the last one lasted like a year. And
hopefully that's not going to happen again. Yeah. That was a little frustrating.
Hopefully when we reach 60, we'll actually get crate 60. Then
instead of waiting to what did we wait to? 57?
Yeah. I mean, but then again, if that happens, I will turn to Donald Trump. Like, because I looked into everything in crate 50, and so like, I will gradually get wider and fatter and like more of a.
You looked into 3 charge and charges. I'm sorry, splendid screens.
Okay, yeah, when I actually opened the crate, but I got a diary, and so on my hands, and so I traded that and got like most of the nice things I want. I guess I wouldn't mind people being able to craft them, if only because like I realize how frustrating it is to like really like a weapon and then like I guess I gotta pay $10 million for it.
What if it was a random chance of getting a salvage crate?
Huh. So like you would like craft a crate?
You'd craft a random crate. But one of those could be a salvage.
That's not a bad idea. I don't think so. Like, and then you'd also get like some. You could also get like.
It basically just speed up your crate drops.
Yeah, and you could also get like the older ones like number 1 or something that are also a little bit worth. Isn't that worth some now?
I think it's worth like a key. I might be wrong about that.
You could get the ones where you can, which means you're effectively like crafting keys.
Well, I can find out really quickly. Oh, give me 2 seconds. Yeah. Sorry.
That was Paul's brother.
I think he just recently traded a crate number 4 for like 5 metal. So
Yeah. What do you think it should be? Because I was gonna say it should be 5 metal, but then I realized that just makes the problem the same because that's how much they're making keys worth now. Like 4 maybe? You think? Because 3 is a hat.
3 is a hat. Yeah.
Or do you think it should be like 3 and a crate would make another random crate?
Well, they could always just add the salvage crate to the hat drops.
I thought they were.
No, to hat craft drops.
Oh, okay. But again, that defeats the purpose of trying to craft like a number 1 or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But I guess that makes sense. I mean, do you think? What if they added those and tools so you could craft like name tags too?
Well, yeah, those would still be worth more than a random hat, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So that would be pretty cool. I would like that, actually.
Or maybe you could be like, or maybe you could be like 3 for a hat and like 4 for because that's probably more than name tag's actually worth for a find, isn't it?
Name tag is a couple refined, I think.
Yeah, because it's only $1. So yeah, so it'd probably be like because then you'd be risking the chance like if you crafted 3, and you get a hat or you get like,
there's how many hats are there now?
Yeah, there's a lot, and I think that makes the chance slim enough that they'll still be worth stuff, but
Yeah.
But it also gives people a chance that like don't want to
I don't think it would devalue the crates all that
too
much.
much, especially because 50 is not worth all that much on its own anyway. Especially because you're gonna get like a million splendid screens.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it does that, and it would probably make more people buy keys, so Valve like it.
Yeah,
Valve,
yeah.
Valve like money. Valve or Rav money. Um, is that? And maybe it would get people a chance to get like was it 30? That was the dumb one that has like $1 billion.
30 has the Kritzkrieg and the Machina.
Yeah, I don't have and the Gunslinger.
Yeah.
And I don't have any of those. And I don't really care to have the Gunslinger, but I mean I used to have a Kritzkrieg. I traded him something, but I mean it would be cool to give people another chance to get that stuff. Or
I honestly don't know about the older salvage crates, because we've seen that Valve has put them into new event crates
yeah, or
with
how,
the Huntsman.
or what about this? Think about this. What if there are things that you can get, even better, I think, that you can get that are exclusive to this form of, like,
Oh, that would be cool.
like I was thinking the other day, what if there's some, like, if there's something that turned all promos into Strangers, then that would be a little bit dumb, because then, like, people,
Yeah.
especially if it came out right after the Strange original came out in the pan. But what if it was like they just had like there was a few different ones, like there was like a spy promo Stranger Fire, so you could like get your big kill or your the really ugly if you really like the really ugly um uh, Assassin's Creed knife, which a lot of people seem to.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty popular for some reason.
or like for Scout, like the 3 rune blade. I think there's not a single one of those, right?
No, I don't believe there is.
And does he have any other reskin weapons?
Scout?
Oh, the arm. The arm.
The arm? Oh, that would be cool actually. I think I would get that.
The arm, or like maybe if it was like an all class or not a multiple class thing, you could put it on the and you did the scout one, you could maybe put it on the bone or the spine or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
I think that if they did it, and then it would be class specific, and then maybe just just so that people wouldn't like poop their pumpkin pants, they'd have the that they'd exclude like the you know what are the reskins? Just the pan in the original.
The pan. I didn't know there was an original one. What is the original?
The rocket launcher.
Oh, okay. I meant, did they release the original as a Strange, or did they release a Strange-ificator item?
They released it. It's in 50.
Oh, okay. This shows how aware I am of crate
I
items.
have one.
Oh, that's right.
You have to make fun of me because I got the big like wiener and I'm killing people with it.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say. I think that that's cool enough that maybe even if they made it so that you could use it like a soldier one or a demo man one with the pan in the original. I think maybe I'd give up the value of those items to be able to have something cool like that
Yeah.
in the game. I think I wouldn't mind that at all.
In fact, you know, if it was an item that made it Strange, for
Mhm.
example, for the big kill, I can't see that devaluing it. I can see that making it more valuable.
No, but it would devalue like the strange pan and the strange the original. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Well,
that's
they
what I was
wouldn't
saying.
necessarily have to release those.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, but I was saying like I kind of feel like me saying, "Oh, they should do this," is me being selfish, because I have them, you know.
Yeah.
And that's so I think that if it would be cool enough, to be able to have like a what other ones do I like that are strange? Like the postal pummeling. That's
Hmm.
cool. The arm, I would kill to have a strange arm.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
The spy arm, yeah. That's one of my favorites. I think like any of those. I think if there was an item that was possible to get, even if it devalued the stuff I currently have, if it gave more people a chance to get it, and also, you know, kind of expedited the wait for us to get that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, then yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. It's not really a huge deal because I honestly, as much as it's kind of like, the value of my items, like I don't really see myself selling them anytime soon, so I don't think it really matters. Because I just got those because I used those weapons. I think they're fun. I didn't get them because like I can't wait to be TF2 hoarder, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I
That
genuinely use all of them. Like, I don't have... I just... I want to try to get everything. I think that's fun. I think collecting is fun, but just because I like being able... having the option to use everything and not just because... Like, I don't have duplicates that I hold on to just so I'll be, like, super rich or whatever, you know?
Yeah, that's probably my least favorite thing that TF2 players do, is get duplicates of stuff and just kind of hold on to them.
Yeah, or, like, people that just... Yeah, where they have, like, a million of the salvage... Where they clearly just got, like, a billion salvage crates and open them all just so they can hold on to them.
Yeah.
Which is probably not... I think they're just going to continue to go down unless they, they get rid of 50 when 60 comes out. Which probably isn't going to happen. So it's just a bad idea to hold on to them.
Probably not, because we're only like 2 away from that, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. That'd be kind of a dick move, too, because it would just make everything worth so much because there's such a short time frame.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think Strange Big Kill would be my favorite. Is there anything else? Any other reskins? Because there's like a million of them. I can't remember any of them right now.
You could, I guess you could turn the dumb axe from unusual to strange if you really wanted.
No, yeah, that'd be cool. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool thing to have. Let's see. Is that it?
I believe that's it for promo weapons.
There's like a million reskins, but I don't. I guess
I've never really run into that.
The booties.
Oh shit, the booties.
You make those strange.
Yeah.
Amount of degrees turned.
What?
Or the Duck Watch? Duck Watch.
Oh. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm not really a fan of strange watches, but I know a lot of people think that's really cool, so.
You don't like the strange watch? Oh no, I dropped. No! No! No, the podcast! No! Hey, this is me. This is me at Snark. Anyways, what happened right there at the end was that Skype messed up. It started making crazy noises, and then we both died. Hopefully, by the next podcast, I'll be back. Maybe Paul will be back. Who knows? I'm still going to ask you to rate Paul. It's a serious thing, and I would really like to make fun of him. Secondly, it was actually due to school-related reasons that the other two codes are gone. They're not gone for good, because you probably like them better than me. So, we'll see. I again apologize for the lackluster audio editing quality here, but I'm learning a little bit. I think that hopefully I should have solved the problem of one person being in one earphone, so that would be nice. And feel free to give me any suggestions. This is only the second episode, and stuff is still breaking left and right, and I still probably have at least 5 different kinds of Down syndrome. I don't know, but I'm really bad at this, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep trying, and eventually we're going to have a really solid, seriously mediocre podcast. Alright. Bye. That's it. That's all you get.